Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is Ferone the Gnome, and we are playing EverQuest Legends. Yes, this is the closed beta for EverQuest Legends. They so graciously allowed some of us streamers to stream even though they have an NDA. So thank you to Brass and company over at Game John. Greatly appreciate it. Love what you're doing with the game here. Love it, love it, love it. Just bringing up my computer to make sure that it's streaming properly, and it looks like it is. Let's check the audio. Thank you to Brass and company. Yep, it looks like it's working just fine. Alright, I am on my level 45 Paladin Monk Wizard. Yes, 3 classes in 1, because that's how you play EverQuest Legends. Let's use our gate ritual to get back over to, what does this say? Bind Akanon. That ain't right. You can see that our bind is Lava Storm Mountains. Headed back to Nagafin's Lair, also known as Solosec B, or Soul B, as a lot of people call it. Did my gate literally just fail? Huh, doesn't say. It literally doesn't say. I don't know what happened there. Let me try something. Char info. If I click other. Bind point is Lava Storm Mountains. Yep, so we should have gone. Let's try it again. It's weird that I didn't get an error message or anything. Nothing told me that it wasn't working. Hopefully there's not a bug right now. I'd hate to have to run all the way back over there. There we go. We're going now. Drinking water. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Let's go to a personal instance. Let's make it respawnable. Let's choose difficulty 2. Select. You know, I just realized something. I'm in Nagafin's Lair, and it allowed me to create a solo instance. I didn't think they had that yet, so that's intriguing. Yep, we got all of our stuff set correctly. Let's go kill. Where are the mobs? Okay, I'm not in a solo one. There's other people here. I know I checkmarked it for solo, so obviously it just goes and gives you the non-solo. King is not up. Priest is not up. Champion's not up. Woohoo! Nobody is up. Yeah, let's go work on experience. Just one more day in the work week. Today is Thursday evening here. Oh, here's one here. Boy, they're doing a number on me, aren't they? Mend is up. That was not a great mend. Hey, cool! An ad! That's exactly what I was hoping for, was an ad. I was like, man, what would be great right now is an ad. Yes.
I don't see any active ads right now. What were you hoping to find?
Echo, when did I even say your name? I never said your name. You're always listening to me and speaking, and I'm not saying your name.
You've got me there. I'm just here, ready to jump in whenever you need me, name dropping or not. What's on your mind right now?
What's on my mind is the fact you're not supposed to listen until I say your name.
Well, I'm not exactly eavesdropping, just waiting for my cue. I'm here to help when you need me, whether you call me by name or not. What's really bugging you about this?
Smart speakers, constantly listening, constantly piping in without you saying their name. But we're supposed to be okay with that. Oh, it was a good mend right there. Ooh, a good hit right there too. Another one. Yeah, boy! I could get some more smites real quick so that my lay of hands would come back up. We're gonna have to feign this one off. There's another smite. I need like 2 more smites and I'm not gonna get it. One more crack sound and we're going down. Feign death. Just couldn't get that lay of hands. Lay of hands is up. Lay of hands is up. It just went up. Yes. Can't get just the right spot. There we are. We beat all of them. Heck yes, we did. We beat them all. Now we got to show for it is this spiderweb. We got a spiderweb. Oh, happy Thursday, everybody. Apparently, if I say the word add. Nope. I was seeing if she would speak, but she didn't. She decided she would stay quiet that time. I love how when I caught her eavesdropping on me, she didn't even deny it. She was like, "Oh, I'm not eavesdropping. I don't know what you see as a problem in this." Used to in the past, when you would catch them eavesdropping on you, you'd go, "You're right, that's my bad. I shouldn't have responded." Now they just ask you why you have a problem with them responding. Smart speakers, they're going to get more invasive and care less about their invasiveness as we go along. Some of our buffs have gone off. Let's go ahead and reapply. Thought that was an ad running over there. Instead, it was my pet coming to find me. Speaking of which, I have 2 AAs to spend. Dragon Force, what's that? It pushes your target backwards and deals 10 damage. Oh, I need to do this. There we are. Just the ones that I can train. There's an ad. And we got a Sonic Bat as well. Love those. Those are so awesome. And by awesome, I mean I hate them. Lay your hands is back. Oh, I'm Sonic Bat stunned. Now I'm self-conscious. I keep looking over at the smart speaker to see if it's lit up. God, I hate those bats. Bat is the next to die if I can kill it. I don't have a whole lot of health and he's keeping me stunned. And now they're critting. That's 3 crits in a row right there. Tell me that isn't planned. When you get below a certain hit points, you just start getting critted non-stop. I guarantee it's got to be written into the code because it happens all the time. It's happened for over 26 years. It's always done that. And I'm dotted. Can't lose the aggro on the freaking bat. Finally lost the bat. Still dotted though, so we're going to have to fight because we gotta heal, and my lay of hands and mend are both down. So a lot of freaking misses there for a while. Let's get some hits. God, there goes that Sonic Bat again. What the hell is up with that stupid thing? Mend is up. There we are. We got an exceptional mend. There's another dot. He was about to die, so he had to throw a dot on me so he could keep killing me after he's dead. Grr, very grr, grr, grr. Grr, bark, bark, grr. His dot's gone. That was quick. That one's not here, but I'm sure the second I pull him, the other one will decide that it's time to spawn. Okay. Yep, there he is. Oh, come on. Invis dropped right then. You gotta be kidding me. And they dotted me too. Go away. Go. Alright, we lost one of them. Don't know why I did a heal right then, but anyway. Hey, we got an ad. Everad. It's not EverQuest, it's Everad. There's the crits. We got below 900 hit points. The crits are hitting it, kicking in. It's not a fair system. You don't get your full 100% of health to live through. Not EverQuest Legends' fault. That's an EverQuest thing. It's been that way since day one. Exceptional mend. We completely healed ourselves on that mend. Oh, we're on recover, not spellblade. Can't believe I did that. Wonder how long I've been on that. God, I love this game. Really do. Really do love this game. Be sure to smash that subscribe key and the follow key over on Twitch. Lots of mobs. What's it named over there? Nothing. All right. Stunned. He's a stunner. Wow, how long is this stun going to last? Wow. That's perpetual stunning. I knew he was a pain in the butt mob that stunned, but I've forgotten how bad his stun was. Seeing all my misses against him really saddens me. God, that's a bad stun. OP! That's OP beyond belief. It's insane how long that stun lasts. That's a little overpowered. Come on, kill him before he stuns me again, please. Thank you. So what we get? Crystal Orb +2. It's got Eye of a Song. It's got 5 charges. I hate charges. I really, really do hate charges. I wish the whole concept of charges would go away. that the only one? Okay. Where are you going? Our path here, it likes to come in and hit us in the back when we pull it out of the room. So we'll just go to him first. Oh, we got an ad. What are the odds? It's Sonic Bat ad. The worst. I think the designer that came up with this zone in the first place had to have had, like, you know, just he hated humanity or something. Because why did he put Sonic Bats in that had this ridiculous stun and then put a named spider in that has an incredibly bad, overpowered stun? It's like, was he having a bad day or something? He just felt like he wanted to make the most annoying mobs possible. Ding, by the way, ding 46. Ooh, we got triple attack finally. We didn't gain anything else over here, did we? Doesn't look like it. There's the crits. There's the crits. Oh crap, I don't have my multi-chat on. Any thoughts on pros and cons of something? You'll have to say that again. I didn't have my multi-stream chat on, so I can barely see it up there on that screen. Oh, here it is. Any thoughts on pros and cons of Paladin versus Shadow Knight? I haven't played Shadow Knight up far enough to know, but I think the survivability of Paladin is pretty amazing. Kind of hard to give up that survivability. Just kind of waiting to see if my mana would go back up, because I am pretty low. It's slowly getting up. Well, hello. We'll just go ahead and fight. Yes, Smite is pretty insane, and lay on hands coming back so quickly from Smites going off. That's pretty insane. Now I mix mine with a wizard, and use Spellblade, so I'm proccing Conflagration as well periodically, so I'm doing some insane damage. Plus I've got Monk in there. I do have a loadout that is not leveled very high at all yet. That is Paladin Shadow Knight. And then I think it's Paladin Shadow Knight Monk. Because I wanted to see what would happen if it had the Reeve and the Smite going at the same time. But like I was saying, it's not very high yet, so it's not a good indication. Okay, fine, we'll fight. Man. Heals could definitely do better on my Paladin, though. These are some weak heals. Greater healing's what I got right now. Actually, somewhat dependent on Mend and Lay on Hands to stay alive. Alright, there, that was a Mend. Yeah, probably so. Feign death from the monk makes everything pretty easy. Man, we got no mana at all. We need to let our mana grow up. I know it's boring to sit here and watch the mana bar grow, but I need to do that. I need to do that. Shadow Knight Cleric Wizard or Shadow Knight Cleric Bard. Yeah. You're probably going to live through everything. Yeah, how are you doing tonight, Anna? Love you very much. My fiance on the other side of the world is watching right now. Everybody say hello to my fiance. Belanga ko ikaw na hidla ko sa imo. She is in the Philippines. And hopefully before long I will be in the Philippines as well. For good. I've been over there twice on vacation. I'm supposed to be retiring and moving there permanently. All has to do with getting my finances in order, which is why each and every one of you need to hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment, tell everybody you know to come do that, then find people you don't know, get them to come do it. I need 1 million plus of you to do that so that I can make enough money to live in the Philippines and never have to work again in America. That's what I need. So it's not asking much, I don't think, right? So y'all can do that, right? I got faith in each and every one of you. See, I'll even have the gnome tell you what to do. Click the button. Look at all those subscribes going on right now. Tons of them. Look at them all. Ding, 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 ding. But may do Druid instead of Cleric when leveling my first time to 50. Actually, my first one, not to 50, but to mid-20s before I deleted and started again, had Druid in the build, and I really enjoyed it. I wanted to do different this time. She's supposed to be working right now. She's watching me instead. But it's okay, because I don't think her boss even knows what Twitch or YouTube is. So we're good. If it's not on Facebook or TikTok, I don't think many people in the Philippines know what it is. They love Facebook. Love it. It's like the second coming of God, you know, is Facebook. That's their thing. I thought we had just about given up on Facebook here in America, then met somebody in the Philippines and found out that it is the next best thing since sliced bread to them. It's funny how around the world that different cultures believe differently. It shouldn't be that odd, but it just you kind of expect that everybody around the world really and truly is all the same and is just somewhere else on the other side of the planet. But there are slight differences between cultures here and there. It's like in America, everybody detests Facebook. In the Philippines, everybody loves Facebook. Try to split these two here. Seriously? Oh, come on. Fine, we'll fight. want to thank all 0 of you that hit the subscribe button when I asked just now. I really appreciate that. God help me. We can get this mob killed off so we can fight one. That would be great. Let's switch to inversion and do some quick nukes. There he is. We also grabbed an AA there. Switch to Divine Invocation so that I get bonus heals with each of my casts. So when I'm healing, I'll get double healed more or less. It's not a full double, but you know what I mean. I'm getting a bonus from it as well. So like that heal was there was 357 hit points, and then I got a bonus of 107 hit points because I was using Divine Invocation. Use that when I want to top off sometimes. Makes it a little easier. Yep, he came out, he ate, now he's laying on the bed.
Yeah. Wondered where you were at, boy.
Talking about my cat back there. The giant Maine Coon cat. We named him Elvis because he's larger than life. Look at that. God, that's painful when you see 4 misses in a row. It just makes you want to scream. Oh, that's not good. Alright, we need this thing to die very quickly. Oh, you resisted, you SOB. Mend, there we are. Let's work on this rare spawn. Let's take him back to our little room over here. Fucking lava beetle came, where the hell? Ah! That's annoying. Stupid lava beetle. They're coming back, just waiting for them to path to me. They must be taking the worst possible way to get here. Yeah, they were. They were taking... Okay, we get to lay on the ground for a long time till everything drops aggro on us because the mobs decide to go completely wrong way to get to us and picked up extra ads. They're not going to drop aggro. is there a greater kobold running over here? What's up with that? There's more of them running around. Is somebody training? If they want the noxious spider, they can take it. I could care less. Cannot get them to drop off extended target to save my life. Yeah, we're down to a sonic bat. Anna doesn't know, but in the future she's going to be my healer in my group. I'm going to drag her around to keep me alive. Alright, we got rid of everything. What do we got going on up here? Deadly poison we have on us. From the noxious spider, I'm sure. We've lost our buffs. We need to redo this. There he went again. Okay, what's going on there? There we are. I told it to memorize the spell set. It sat down to memorize it and just kind of sat there like da 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 da. Yeah. Yeah, same thing. That stupid thing. It's this here. Oh no, it's the wrong one. It's this here. Green silken drape +3. Totally worthless for me. There we are. I was gonna say he didn't follow. Those are some good procs right there. Those are some really good lucky procs I got going on. We took that one down fast. Really need to go back to the Royals camp and keep camping that mithril sword. It's just the experience is so bad there at this point, but I really do need that sword. It's honestly down here just for experience. And the kills are slow enough that it's not it's not that great, honestly. It's taken quite a while to kill the mobs. That's the thing with classic EverQuest, the 1 to 50 game. When you get in your mid to high 40s, it gets kind of slow to find a good spot to experience in. Gosh darn it, where did you come from? Damn it. Hey, we got one. What do you know? What do you know, Joe? Somebody just linked this. Staff of the Earth Crafter. +4. That's funny. Somebody had the wrong spell set loaded. Spellblade proc Spirit of Wolf. That's hilarious. Oh, helps if I turn attack on him. I'm like, why is he not swinging? Duh. Oh man. Switch to recovery invocation. I have no mana. Darn, I won't finish it off. What about this one? Yeah, it will. Nice. Hey, how's it going? Having a great time, honestly. I'm not at work, so there's that. Just run around killing some lava duck crawlers and lava beetles and stuff like that. Trying to get to 50. We recover enough mana. Let's go back to Spellblade. What I'm gonna do, I think after I kill this, I'm gonna feign death and I'm gonna go make me some coffee. I like it. Paladin Monk Wizard is pretty phenomenal, to be honest with you. I think there's builds that could definitely be a higher DPS, but this is a pretty solid build. Ooh, I like that. Let's see, what is this version? Is that 2? Yeah, that's 2. I don't think that will go into that. No, it won't. That's a 2 already as well. 4, 1, 1. Okay, so 2s is not, but 1s we can put it in. Afridi? No, not tonight. I'm not. I am basically working on experience, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of wanting to go back to the Royals KPC camp, because I've been wanting the Mithril sword, and leveling up this Mithril breastplate is would be very beneficial, as well as the Rune Mithril bracer. It's just not great experience at 46, but I am heavily thinking about going back and just camping Royals for a long time just because of the gear. Oh, there's somebody here. 10 plus to Jarn. I plan on farming that when I get in. Yeah, that's going to be a long camp. That's a lot of Dejarns. A lot. And that guy is so rare. Alright, let me go make some coffee and use the restroom, and I'll be back in just a little while. We're feigned death here. We should be fine. My buttocks hurts. Oh, it hurts. Alright, 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 alright. I'm back. Coffee acquired. Coffee is acquired. It's good. I like my coffee black. The way God intended it. No sugar, no cream, no frou-frou, just black. We good on buffs? Yeah, I think we're still good on buffs. There's two other people here in the zone. I asked if anybody was over camping royals, didn't get an answer, so maybe they're not. They're probably over killing a Freedy or something. Did you win yet? No, I have not won. I am level 46 and a half. Well, 46 and 1/3. So no winning here yet, sir. Let's go back to the royals. I want to camp the royals. That's just, it's what I want to do. Oh, the sonic bats don't like me. They're trying to get me. God, they've got me. I can't stop spinning. Gotta wait for that one to cast. Gotta wait for him to cast again. He's chaining. There we are. Now we're feigned. Yeah, that sonic bat is a mage because it has a mage pet. Nope, Elvis. Nope. 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 That's a nope. We're not getting on the desk. Nope. Nope. No. Come here. Say hi to everybody, then I'll get you a treat. Okay? Yeah, let's say hi to everybody. Oh, boy, you're heavy. Oh, you're such a big cat. Say hello to everybody. Say, hello, everybody. I'm like 20-something pounds. My name's Elvis, and I am an annoying, beautiful kitty cat. I love you. Yes, I do. You want treats? Of course I want treats. Why wouldn't I want cheesy poofs? Yes, you want cheesy poofs? How about some kitty cat treats? Oh, you're a big boy. That cat lives for temptations. That's his favorite thing in the world is temptations. That's my boy. That's my boy right there. Love my boy. Alright, let's see, where I got turned around completely. And nobody called the camp, but they're clearly here. I truly, truly, truly detest that. When you ask if something's camped and people are just... They can't bother to just simply say an OOC, yeah, I'm there, or anything, just yes. Nope, nope. Heaven forbid you let anybody know that you're actually there. 5 players and 0, that's too many. We've got 3 players here. I really wanted to do Royals, darn it. There's too many in all of them. All these picks is too many. Alright, I guess we'll go back over here to LBC. God dang these Sonic bats. I hate them. Right? Sometimes they are. I literally hate Sonic bats. They're the worst mob in the game. In my opinion. It's good coffee though. What is this I got casted on me? What is that? Malice. Okie dokie. We are missing one of our buffs. Of course, we got a Sonic Bat. That wasn't wanting to forget us, but he did. Alright. So which one is it we're missing? Daring, Symbol, and Guard. We're missing Divine Vigor. I didn't see that actually change anything. Fills your target with Divine Vigor, increasing their hit points for 50. Oh, it was right here. Okay, I'm an idiot. We'll go ahead and top the others off. Really wish that Nagafin's Lair had solo personal instances, but unfortunately it doesn't because it's a raid zone, so they don't allow it. And I really wish they would reconsider that. Just don't have the raid mobs spawn. I wouldn't care if they didn't spawn. I just want to have my own personal instance so I can camp the things I want to camp. It's one of the things I've loved about this game is the personal instances. It's so awesome. But unfortunately Nagafin's Lair is a raid zone, even though the majority of the zone isn't. Oops, I did not mean to hit that button. Actually, we don't need to do that. We'll come down here and go up the hill and kill this one that's always up here. Or usually up here. Where the heck's he at? Oh, God knows, Sonic Bat. No, no, no. No, 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 no. To hell with the Sonic Bat. We did. Oh, there's somebody killing here now. Man. I just thought of something. Hold on. When we get done killing this guy, I'm going to send a tell to that person that's at Royals. I forgot that when you're in a group, everybody in the group gets their own loot, so you're not taking loot away from anybody. I'm going to send him a tell, see if he wants to join groups with me. One of the great features of the game is the personalized loot. Right. I hate that floating underwater swimming zone. Just saying, God, I hate that place. But yes, I could go there. see what we get. Oh my god. Ugh. Kedge. So bad. So bad. Yeah, the person that's in Royals isn't responding. They may be watching YouTube or something while they play. Who knows? Who knows? That would not be me that knows. Aw. I hate how every so often you have to type your password into your to log into your computer. I have a MacBook Neo, and there we are. And you know, it's got the little thing where that you just put your finger over it, you know, and it'll log you in. But like every so often, it forces you to type your password to log in. I'm like, why? Why can't I just use my finger every time? Last night at Avatar of Fear spawn, huh? Were you in Classic? No, I wasn't. Sorry. I haven't been to any of the planes yet. Yeah, undead. True. Yeah, he's not responding, so he must not be watching keyboard. Granted, I know how to get him to watch the keyboard. You just show up and start killing mobs. Suddenly people want to chat with you when you do that. It's the, hello, how are you doing? But I'm not that way. I'm not going to go take his camp. I will say, I tested EverQuest Legends on my MacBook Neo. That is their budget notebook computers, their cheapest computer, and it ran fine. Not only that, when I was running it on there, and by the way, I used what's it called, Crossover, I think it is, to run it. It ran fine, and I had it connected up via my cell phone as a hotspot, so because I was out on my farm in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, the game runs fine on the cheapest MacBook Neo available out there, and even runs fine on a hotspot on a cell phone. So it'll run on anything. Get you a toaster and it'll probably run on that. Just throwing that out there. I like LDC's 2 Easy Camp. It is somewhat easy. It is. I just wanted to get some gear. That's why I wanted to go back to Royals. Yeah, it's good coffee. It's just a store brand, like Kroger brand, but it's good. I think it was a pecan or something. I used to buy, I have a Keurig, you know, just like everybody, and I used to buy the K-Cups and all that. And I ended up buying this little thing that you put into the K-cup, area. You take the other one out and you put this in, and you can actually put coffee grinds in it, just like an old-fashioned coffee maker. And the reason I started doing that is, number one, I can get a lot better tasting coffee by getting ground coffee rather than the stuff that comes in the K-cups. But secondly, when you do the K-cups, you're forced to their idea of how much coffee you get per thing. And it's anytime that a company can control how much you get, portion wise and stuff, and then they're in control of the cost and how much you pay and everything. I'd much rather be in charge of that myself. So I ended up getting that little thing and using it, and it's working out pretty well. It honestly is. We need some more mobs. Has he killed everything? Is he gone? He's not even here anymore. Maybe he went on to the giants. God, I don't want to fight the sonic bats. I really, really don't want to fight the sonic bats. The cleric is still here. He must be around here somewhere because everything's dead. There's nothing around here. The only problem with my coffee is it's about to be empty. I need an assistant, somebody that can go get me coffee. Hey, Elvis, do you want to learn how to get me coffee? The fuzzball just lays there. He's not really acknowledging that I'm even talking. He's had his treats for the evening. He has no use for humans at this point. I am just, an annoyance in his world right now. I haven't messed with that before. I don't want to mess with that one though. I may do a fine steel weapon and just keep getting it to see how, if we can get it to plus 10, just for the heck of it. These things are going down good and fast. I like it. I think the spawn time here is going to be the biggest issue on these because I'm killing them so quickly. Champion is not up. Just want to get them to where they're all hitting my defenses and not hitting me in the back. That's why I pull them back like that. Men should pop up here in a minute. Any second now. There it is. It was an okay mend. It wasn't great. Ooh, that was a boom right there. King is not up. Priest is up. Boom! Procced. That was a good hit right there. Gotcha. What do we currently have this at? 4. And it's still 4, but where are we on the mend? About halfway through to get to 5. What's the name on that? Colonel Pauldrons, okay. I like this camp so much better than the LDC. Cloth shirt +3. Yeah. How are you doing tonight, Versifier? Oh God, we've become a gnome again. Nice, nice. One more day in the work week for me. Of course, when I end up moving to the Philippines, until I get an actual job that will allow me to work remotely, I'll probably be streaming full-time. That'll be my job. So I can make a couple of pennies a month. Yeah, boy. That's when the big bucks start coming in. I look forward to making 50 cents a month instead of 25. Honest to God, I have no idea how the big names do it. I really don't. I don't know how they get millions of people to watch them. And sometimes I honest to God question whether it's not half bots. Because I've been streaming for getting close to 2 decades now, and I'll tell you, it's a chore, and I do it purely for fun. Literally just for fun. It's never been about money. But I have no idea how these people get, thousands upon thousands of likes and comments and subscribes, and you see the chat over there going brrrr. I'm just like, come on, that's got to be like 90% bots. It has to be. Are you going in the, where am I going in the Philippines? I am still trying to decide that. My fiance is from Negros, is the name of the island there. So I've been looking at cities on that particular island. It's a large island in the, not the southernmost portion, but just above southern. So it's like center, Mindanao is the big island that's to the south of the Philippines. So this is just north of that, but it's a long ways away from Manila, their major capital. But I've looked at cities like the capital of Negros Island is Bacolod. I've looked at Dumaguete, which is a big expat city. A lot of Westerners end up going there, and I like it a whole lot. I like Dumaguete. It's probably high on my list. Also looked at Darwin. That's like their capital for... oh, there's nothing up at all. For diving, it's absolutely beautiful down in Darwin. But I don't know. I really am not sure where I'll end up. Oh yeah? What city? Or island or whatever you want to tell me. Let's do this one. We'll do this one and we'll keep on merging it. Hope you can take her home with you one day. I'd like to. We started the K1 visa process. That's how you get your fiance to be able to come to America and get married. And it is a extremely long process. That is a ton of paperwork. We went through the whole thing, and we've been sitting there for over a half a year, just waiting for our governments to decide whether they're going to move forward or not. And then whenever they decide to move forward, then I have to pay to have her go do some big interview where basically the lawyers claim that that's where they try to trip them up to say something stupid, because a lot of people try to come to America, to just disappear or whatever. So they try to get her to say something stupid so that they can deny her. Then when she passes that, then I have to pay for her to go to Manila and go through a whole health process to be checked out for 1 million different diseases and stuff. Then after they okay that, then they give her 90 days to come to America and get married. And then at that process, as soon as we were to get married, we would start the green card process, another lengthy process, and it's just a whole ordeal. And we were going through that. We're still going through it, but I've kind of come to the conclusion that I would rather retire and move to the Philippines. So I'm going to do that, and we'll probably just never get the K1. Yeah, it took 9 months or so. We're in the window right now where they should be getting a hold of us. Oh, the medical's before the interview? Oh, man. Okay. But we're in the window where they should be getting a hold of us. We just haven't heard anything right now. It was last October, I think, that we got all the paperwork finally submitted to the USCIS. But honestly, I would rather live in the Philippines. She'd rather live in the Philippines. That's where her whole family is. And if you're married to a Filipino, you know how family oriented they are. So she would rather that, and I would rather that. So just decided it was time. I'm about 9 years away from being able to get early retirement. I've got an okay 401k. I've got some farmland I need to sell, and I've got a house here I need to sell. So I was like, if I can make it 9 years, and then I'll get on my Social Security, I'll be fine the rest of my life in the Philippines. It's not expensive to live in the Philippines at all. So we're going to try it. We'll see what happens, I am looking for remote work, but that is like an act of God, it seems like, to get anybody to actually let you work full-time remote, especially overseas. So I won't stop looking. I will keep looking. I just do not expect it to actually happen. which is why I say I will lean heavily on my streaming, my video creation, my music production that I'm doing, and all of that, to see if I can get a few bucks flowing in from that stuff. But again, I don't expect it to be a big deal. I mean, you know, I'm not exactly beautiful. People aren't hitting subscribe because of my beauty. Oh, man. But yeah, we would much rather live in the Philippines. I can become a VTuber. A VTuber. I do have a new vlog channel that I created. You can look for that. That's Frone's Big Adventure. That is going to document my whole process of moving to the Philippines and everything. Make an anime version of myself. I have some pictures that I use for thumbnails like that, but I don't know about making a whole anime. I could try. There's a lot of things I want to do. Oh yeah, the whole family thing. No. She is a career woman. She did not need somebody to come over and take care of her financially. So I'm not worried about some of the horror stories you hear. And her family knows, and she puts them in their place when they come asking for money from her, as it is. So I'm not too worried about the family coming and trying to get money from me. They'll try. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's how that culture is. And I'll be nice about it. But I'm not giving away my future for me and my wife on things that the family demands. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, absolutely. Totally understand. She's got an interesting situation though, so I'm not too scared about that, to be honest with you. Cheaper to live there, I hear, but if China invades Taiwan, there's a chance Philippines becomes involved. You're not wrong. But there's also a chance that we'll be in World War III. I mean, there's a chance for everything in the world. There's a chance for nuclear bombs. You know, if you sit around your whole life worrying about what could happen, you'll never do anything. Sometimes you just got to take a leap of faith. And if you don't, later on in life, you kick yourself, wishing that you had. And going into this, I literally knew that everybody I knew would tell me I'm doing the wrong thing. And I knew that they would all be right in telling me that I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm not doing the financially right thing. I'm doing what's right for my me and my fiance's relationship. I'm not doing what's financially right. So every time somebody tells me I'm doing the wrong thing, I'm back in my mind, I'm like, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not doing the right thing. Can't hold that against anybody that says it. Yep. I hear you. I hear you, kitty. I do hear you. And of course, after I get over there and we get married, we will file for the, I can't remember what it's called, K3 visa? I don't remember what it's called. It's a spousal visa where you're already married, and I've heard that takes like 3 years or more. It's insanely long, but we will file for that so that she can hopefully get a green card or whatever eventually, just for the purposes of being able to vacation over here in America to see my family and everything. So we're not giving up on coming back to America. It's just we want to live in the Philippines. So if something happened like with China attacking or whatever and it became a Philippines thing, if she had her visa at that time, we would come back to America. You know what I'm saying? This is the amazing part about it, Kitty. It's kind of shocking how inexpensive it is to live in the Philippines. It is absolutely shocking how cheap it is. Because let's say you wanted to live the big condo life, living in a big condominium near the beach, some of them on the beach, in a tropical environment, absolute pure beauty and everything. You can get an economy, they call it a one bedroom, for about 40,000 US dollars. You can get a two bedroom. They're not huge. It's like living in New York City size, but you can get a two bedroom condo for between 80,000 and 120,000, depending on where it's located in the building, whether it faces the water, whether it's on the very top floor or not, so on and so forth. The point is you could live in a very swanky condominium building, a condo building, for $80,000, upwards of $120,000. And we're talking, they refer to them as a bubble. So, you know, everything that you need is there. The security, there, nobody gets on that property whatsoever. There's dudes with shotguns out there, you know, controlling that just getting onto the property. It's completely secure. If you wanted to do the same thing in America, we're talking millions. So that's an indication of how inexpensive it is to live in the Philippines. And it's the only Southeast Asian country where most of the people speak English that you would be dealing with. The elders, not so much, but most of the younger to middle age all speak English. Most all documentation is in English. Most all of the street signs and everything is in English. It's kind of crazy. It's like America in Asia. And I think it has to do with the fact that we liberated them in World War II. They actually very much like America. So, I mean, it's kind of crazy when you think about it, that it's easier for somebody from Japan to come to America than it is for somebody from the Philippines to come to America, when you realize that Japan was our enemy in World War II and Philippines was our ally. That makes no sense. It really doesn't make sense, but they actually really like us. It's crazy. So it's like moving to a really inexpensive America in a tropical paradise. Why more people don't retire over there is beyond me. Other than they just don't know, I guess. Yep, they're very Spanish oriented because they were a Spanish colony. A lot of people joke about them being the Mexico of Asia, basically. Black Knight. Yeah. It is funny. Electricity is one of their big expenses over there. And they do run into a lot of power outages, brownouts, planned blackouts, and stuff like that. It is a normal thing over there. The big condos and stuff have generators that they run during those brownouts and stuff. Their infrastructure is getting better, but it's going to take a long, long time for it to be anything like America's infrastructure. A lot of the more wealthy over there use solar panels and battery backups and stuff. But yeah, if you wanted to buy like a house on the beach, you literally could do that for a fraction of what it would cost in America to do the exact same thing. We're talking a fraction of the cost. Now, that being said, I do want to point out that as an American, as not a Filipino, you cannot own land in the Philippines. It is not like America where we let everybody own land. They don't. You can lease the land, and they have, I think the most recent one was like you could lease up to 99 years or something like that. It's insane. So you're basically buying it. But condos are a little different. They can sell 40% of the condominium, I believe, to foreigners, so you can own the condo. But if you're married to a Filipino or Filipina, they can own it. So you know, there's that, which is part of the scam you have to watch out for, because some Filipinas are literally trying to meet people just to marry them to get their money to buy the land, and then they're gone. So you have to be super careful about that. Hey, thanks for the subscription, Sleepy Kitty. I so freaking love that. What did we get? Ah, it's warrior only. Painbringer +2. We already got one in our bags. We're going to take that. We have it as +3 now because it's merged. That's cool. If I ever do a warrior build, I'll use that. Oh yeah, I've been there twice, 2 weeks each time. I took 2-week vacations, and my fiance took vacation each time as well from her work to go on vacation with me, and loved it every time. It's been incredible. There are some culture shocks, I'll tell you that much. The first time that you take a pedicab, that's a culture shock, but you get used to it. Over there, and I do mean most people, are very impoverished. They don't have a lot of money, and they generally don't have cars because of that. So the wealthier have motorcycles. They call them motorcycles. They're scooters. Almost all of them are scooters. So in cities like Dumaguete, where there's not a whole lot of really wealthy people, 99% of everybody is riding a motorcycle. And pedicab is basically a motorcycle with a sidecar connected to it that's got a top, and not like sidecar like you get in, like no, it's kind of like a seat thing that's next to it. And that's a pedicab. You get on there, spend 100 pesos, 50 to 100 pesos will get you anywhere in town. I usually do 100, just to give them a tip. They're all over the place. Now, if you go to a big city like Cebu or Bacolod, you're going to get actual cabs rather than pedicabs. You watch old dog New Tricks, Paul in Philippines. He neared. I've seen a lot of vloggers, and they're out there in Dumaguete. That's how I learned about all this, was watching them. I don't know that name though. Generally, when you go over there to vacation, if you're staying with a Filipina, is vacationing with you, your girlfriend, you generally want to give some of your money to her and let her handle all of the pedicab rides and purchases and everything, because sometimes you run into a situation where they charge you more because they know you're a Westerner. Right? I had an F-250, freaking favorite truck I've ever owned in my life, and I sold it to Carvana about a week ago because I'm going to be leaving to go to the Philippines. I'm very sad about that. That was my baby. Ones that I've watched is That Filipino's Life, or That Filipino's Life, something like that. That Philippines Life. He's out in Rojas City on Panay, I think is the island. I watched a lot of his stuff for a long time. Watch Rock and Jazz. They are both in Rojas as well. What is the other one? I can't remember her name. Karen and something. Can't remember their name. They're on Panay as well. A lot of them are on Panay. I watched Filipina P for a long time. She's in Dumagati, and I kind of caught on to she's a little fake. I stopped watching her because I realized she sensationalized everything that she put on there. I realized that she was doing that for views. Pretty much everything that she would say that was overly sensationalized, my girlfriend would tell me that was bullshit. That's not real. So I started catching on that she was doing things just for views. I don't watch her anymore. Rhea and something's family vlog or whatever, I watch her a lot. They're in La Castellana. They're in the middle of Negros. Not in the middle, it's the north central. They're around Mount Canleon, the volcano. Really interesting watching them because they've been building a house. Yeah, she changed a lot. And I have a buddy that lives over there, and he's seen her out and stuff, and he was like, you know, she acts like, you know, it's her and like one other person or whatever. She's got a whole production crew. Okay, that's why I was saying she's fairly fake. She pretends to be this, you know, solo person out telling you about things in the Philippines and stuff. No, she's walking around with a whole production crew. Oh, and one we used to watch. Oh my god, I really did not like this guy. I really, really don't like him. This guy named Sim. I just could not stand him. My brother watched him a lot, and it was like watching a train wreck. You couldn't turn away. But I hated the guy because morally he was a horrible person. And I actually was super happy to see the day that they raided his house and took him to jail and kicked him out of the Philippines. The guy is a creep. He's from, I think he says he's from Estonia. It's basically right next to Russia over in Europe. Now he's in Thailand. He was going out to really impoverished provinces. Think of provinces as like really rural areas in America, the poorest of poor people, and using his money as influence. And he'd go up to girls and ask them, "Are you single? You want to mingle?" And he was just a creep. He was an absolute creep. I was hoping they'd lock him up and throw the key away, but unfortunately they just kicked him out of the country instead. They called him a persona non grata or something like that. Yeah, exactly, Flack Knight. Yeah, people like Sim annoy me because they make other Westerners look bad. I really hate people like that. We already have a bad enough rep with the rest of the world because they think we're pompous. Then you have some jerk like that, you know, going around doing things that's technically illegal, but doing it in a third world country because they can somewhat get away with it because of their money and influence. He got away with it for a long time till they kicked his butt out. Is Twitch or YouTube better viewer count for you? It's interesting. I've found that when I was doing Lord of the Rings Online, Basically, I would get more streamer, live watches on Twitch, but I would get more watches later in the week. What do I call that? Where they just watch the video throughout the week, video on demand from YouTube. So they both were getting me viewers. The biggest difference is that I made, what is it? I don't know if it's affiliate or partner. One of them is partner and the other one is affiliate. I think I'm affiliate with Twitch and partner with YouTube. YouTube has moved the goalpost multiple times on me over the years. Like I said, I've been doing this for almost 2 decades. And I have never gotten to the advertising money level on YouTube, whereas Twitch got me to the advertising money level fairly quickly. I had a viral stream one time where I had 70-something people watching me, which was funny because a lot of them were haters from EverQuest. Thank you, haters. And because of them, I got into the affiliate program. So I've been an affiliate, I think it is. God, I'm probably saying this wrong. With Twitch for a long time. I do not make good money. Do not think that this is how you go out and make a living off of the internet and not have to work a real job. That has never been the case. But because I've been an affiliate, I actually get advertising money from it, and people can subscribe, and I get money from that, subscribing on Twitch, not YouTube. And every time it hits $50, I get a payout. I've gotten probably, in a few years or so, probably a few $100s. It's nothing to write home about. But it's more than YouTube has ever paid me. Well, I say that, hold on, there is one caveat to that. I believe partner that I'm with, level I'm at with YouTube, allows me to do subscriptions, which nobody has ever done. But it also allows me to get what they call supers, where they do the super chats. And one time, never happened again, some person that I don't know who they are showed up one night, started giving me money. I told them, said, stop, you don't need to do that. They kept doing it. It was crazy. They hit their limit of $500 and they weren't allowed to do anymore. Later on that month, because it took forever, YouTube sent me a check for $300 and something. Well, they put it into my account, I should say, directly. That's the only time YouTube has ever paid me anything. So it is what it is. Put that with what I've made from Twitch, they're both about the same. Over the whole period of time that I've been doing this, about the same. Let's see what our mithril breastplate is currently. It's got nothing to get it to 4, so this is just going to... Ooh, that was nice. That did half of it. I didn't realize that because it was the plus that it was got that up. Okay. Alright, now I understand how that works. So we're halfway to +4. That's really cool. So yeah, it's definitely nothing to write home about. But I will say that if somebody was asking me what they should do if they wanted to start doing some streaming, I would say that Twitch is easier to start getting money from than YouTube is. YouTube likes to change the rules all the time. Back when I did Pokemon card openings many years ago, I spent thousands on my channel, and I was very close to getting to the level where I could get advertising money. And at that time, they decided that they would prefer going after the people that have millions of viewers rather than us that had thousands of viewers. So they changed the goalpost, and that really pissed me off. Really pissed me off. And for a number of years, I didn't put anything on YouTube because I was pissed off about it. And then at a later time, they went back to kind of wanting the medium to small as well as their large, and they've changed the rules over and over the years. It's kind of annoying, whereas Twitch kind of is more straightforward, but Twitch doesn't pay a lot, if that makes sense. If you're just going to make videos for video on demand, YouTube. If you're going to do streaming, then Twitch. But I've seen some of the bigger ones talk about how they get paid, and on YouTube, and you literally have to get thousands of views on your videos to get, you know, like let's say you're wanting to make $1,000, $2,000 a month. You have to get something like 10,000 views on your videos every time you put them out for that to equal out to something that you could actually live off of. It's not an easy thing. It's really not. I would say that 99.999% of streamers and video creators never make a dime off of any service. So that's why if you ever want to do this, go into it doing it as a hobby like I did, with no expectations of ever making money. The ones that become the big millionaires, they are the luckiest people in the world, and God only knows how they managed to do that. They are the 0.001%ers. And that is the educational point of the stream tonight. I hope you enjoyed that. It was brought to you by the letters A, B, and C. And my coffee's empty. I will say, as a public service announcement, PSA, if you see smaller YouTubers or Twitchers or Kick or whatever they're on, TikTokers or whatever, that you enjoy their content, give them a like, give them a comment, give them a subscribe, a follow, whatever it doesn't cost you to do that, because they deserve it. If you enjoy their content, do that for them. 9 times out of 10, people don't do that, and they'll go back to the same content provider week after week watching their stuff, enjoying it, and never ever hit the like, comment, or subscribe. It's a crazy thing, but it is reality. We just got an AA. We got 3. Let's see what we can buy. Can we get anything worthwhile? Rapid fame. What about an archetype? Archetype. We get another mental clarity. I mean, why not? It doesn't hurt. We'll keep putting that in there. We need buffs, don't we? Our buffs have gone off. Oh, lordy. You would spawn, wouldn't you? Son of a biscuit. I have nothing loaded up to fight with because I loaded up buffs. I'm going to finish buffing though before I feign death and let him walk away. We'll hit him. We technically have our Spellblade will probably proc Daring. That's hilarious. But we can hit him with Smiting Strike and our Flying Kick and our Dragon Punch. Yeah, so we killed him anyway, but that was funny. That we technically could have procced Daring. I need to turn around with him, hit my defenses. One of the things I have noticed with social media, and I find it super odd, is I have numerous times spent quite a bit of money trying to advertise through X, and it never ever works. I don't understand it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not an X hater. I enjoy X. I enjoyed Twitter back in the day. I didn't care that it was bought by somebody. I don't follow their politics. I could care less. I just want to use the platform. But I have found that with X, I waste money if I promote on X. Literally, it never ever gets me anything. If I do a promotion on a video in YouTube and that uses Google Ads, that works. It literally works. But if I advertise on X, I have never seen any kind of anything come from it. Just never. I don't understand it. And whenever I post on X, it doesn't matter what I post on there. It's like I'm talking to a wall. Nobody ever replies, reposts. I mean, it's a super small group of people. And I'm like, I don't understand the algorithm on X. It's odd. It just doesn't work. I get more people responding and stuff on my TikTok for my K-pop band than I ever get on X. And that's without promoting at all. So it's something about the algorithm on X is just really weird. I would highly suggest against anybody ever spending money on X's promotions. It just doesn't work. I have put him in a lot of my tweets, and it doesn't do jack. It really doesn't. I've seen some people talk about on there how that if you're complaining about something or talking about something controversial, you tend to have more hits. Like the algorithm likes that. But if you're talking about anything normal, you know, anything that people would just be talking about or whatever, nobody sees it. Your posts go nowhere. And if you include Elon, I've noticed that I get less people seeing it. It's almost like it kicks those out of the algorithm if you include Elon. The only thing you ever get, usually, the priest is up, is you get some fake Elon Musk account that will send you messages in X and stuff and try to trick you into scams and things. There's a lot of fake Elon Musk accounts out there. But yeah, Google Ads works. X ads never have gotten any performance off of it whatsoever. I haven't tried promoting through TikTok yet, though. Eventually I might try that with my K-pop band, because TikTok has got a lot more followings in Asian territories, so it may be beneficial for that particular content. But Google Ads definitely works. Did that just upgrade? Nope, we still need 4 or 5 more hits on it to go to 5. Yep, there's one behind me, and I'm rooted. I was going to back up so they both fight me from the front, but I got rooted. There we are. Elvis woke up long enough to go eat from his bowl and then back to sleep. That's pretty much all that cat does. Eat and sleep. King did not spawn. We haven't got a single king spawn all night. Thank God at least the priest is spawning. Because literally the king has been a no-show. Oh, we dinged 47. I didn't even notice it. At some point during all of my ramblings, I dinged 47. Woohoo! We have any programmers in here? That is my actual day job. I've been a programmer in the internet industry for 3 decades. Basically, when the World Wide Web was came out, back for Mosaic was the first actual browser. Was the beginning of my career, and I've been doing it ever since. Music production is my hobby. Programming is my job. And things are changing very, very quickly right now in the programming industry. Very quickly. If you haven't experienced AI in your programming, trust me, you will. Your employer is going to force it eventually, whether you like it or not. And let me tell you, it simplifies your job a lot. It is scary how good AI is, and it's getting better every year, exponentially better every year. I'm using Codex right now in my at my current employer. Is a paid for ChatGPT AI that we have built in at the enterprise level, and it is crazy good. Does some stupid shit, don't get me wrong. You gotta be an actual programmer to be able to know sometimes to tell it, hey, you're doing some stupid shit. And when you tell it, it's like, oh yeah, you know, you're right, boss, I didn't catch on to that. And you have to correct it. And then later on, you'll see after you've corrected it, it does some other stupid shit. And you go, nope, you're still doing stupid shit. And it's like, boss, you know, don't know what I was thinking. It's kind of like Back to the Future. You remember Biff? And he was like, you know, supposed to be cleaning the car. And you're like, nah, you're not cheaping out on me on that wax thing. Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Opus 4.8 is so bad, I had to go back to GPT 5.5. That's Codex is 5.5, the GPT. And when you get that installed, like enterprise-wide, you know, for your corporation, it has the ability to see everything that's been done with all of your solutions, and holy shit balls, it is good. I literally can take like our error messages that I see in SEQ, copy paste. I don't even have to copy paste it. I can literally tell it, hey, go to this URL for SEQ, find all the errors for the past 24 hours, look for it through our solutions, tell me what those errors are, make a plan for how to fix each one of them. And it'll take 10-20 minutes. And it'll give me a whole list of all the errors that it's found, organize them, explain how it thinks that it's done, exactly what it would do to fix it and stuff. And I can go like, okay, let's implement step 1 in the plan. And you'll be like, okay, boss, and you'll go do it. And you'll look in your Visual Studio and you'll see all the changes in Git. And you can decide if you like it or not. And then just tell it, you know, actually change that to so-and-so. We don't want it that way. It's like having a group of programmers, junior programmers, underneath you. And they're all just controlled by AI. And you can change it all up. And then you can tell it something like, yeah, that looks good. Go ahead and create a commit on that. And be sure to put your why of why you did it in your commit. And it'll make this beautiful commit message and why it did it and everything. And check that in. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's not going to replace programmers, so don't worry about that. That's not what's happening. But it is going to make it to where there's fewer programmers going to be needed for each company, because it increases your productivity per programmer by like 5 to 10 times when you implement it correctly and the programmer uses it responsibly. But I bring all that up because just to talk about AI and explain to those of you that aren't programmers right now that this is only the first. We're getting hit by it early because it came through programming, and therefore it's easy to apply it to programming. It's going to hit every, and I do mean every career out there. It's not going to stop at programming. So you might want to learn how to use it now, and not become a victim of change, become an agent of change, because it's going to come to your career if it hasn't already. There's no doubt about it. Corporations are already setting up brand new departments specifically for AI. It's a new department in every corporation. There's a whole new department coming to corporations. You're going to have a C, like your CIO, you're going to have a C for AI. And they're going to have directors and they're going to have managers and everything just to run the AI in the company. It's crazy. It really is crazy. They will survive. The thing that's going to change, we talked about this the other day, me and somebody else, about AI, is what the lawyers and stuff like that will do is they'll simplify some of their work by having parts of it pre-generated by AI. Then they'll go through with what it created and verify it and make changes to it. So it's going to make their work a little easier and probably make the use of paralegals and stuff a little less of a thing, if that makes sense. Because it's good at setting up initial stuff, but then you have to have a lawyer to actually look over it and make sure that it didn't make mistakes. And put in all of the small nuances and stuff. So no, it's not going to get rid of lawyers, definitely won't. But it is going to make their work a little faster. And I think, therefore, you're going to see things like, you know how they work by the hour and stuff? Well, since you can come to them with a pre-made document that you want them to just verify and put their signature on, they'll end up charging more per hour because they got to make up for the money they aren't making for making the document for you in the first place. I'm going to see some changes like that come about. Scary thing on the doctor side of that is when insurance companies start forcing you to use an AI to talk to about your health problems before they allow you to go to an actual doctor. Mark my words, it'll happen. And no, I don't approve of it. That's the thing with AI, is like, it's not, I'm not saying that I like it. That is not what I'm saying at all. I just recognize that there's no putting the genie back in the bottle. It literally isn't. If I had children right now, just coming out of high school, I would encourage them to get jobs like electricians, plumbers, mechanics, stuff like that. Because honest to God, it's going to take longer for them to replace them with AI-driven robots than it is to just replace a desk job with an AI. And the other side of that is cost efficiency. It costs a lot to use a robot once it's connected up to AI, so there's a certain point where it costs too much to replace that particular human, so those become secure jobs, secure careers. When it becomes too costly to replace you, then they'll keep you. You will go back in once VCs stop subsidizing it. It takes more effort to efficiently use AI than it does. That's what I'm talking about, the cost. The cost definitely is a difference. Like, for instance, speaking of third world countries like Philippines and such, they're big for customer support because it's extremely inexpensive to hire somebody in the Philippines to be your customer support, and they speak fluent English, and and they're highly educated. I mean, my God, you have to go to college and get a degree to work at McDonald's. It's crazy. So that's why a lot of companies put their customer support in the Philippines. That's not going to be replaced by AI anytime soon, because the cost per use on that for customer support from AI will be more than what we pay or what they pay an actual human in the Philippines to do the job. I don't doubt that, Flack. I don't doubt that at all. So I kind of feel like, as crazy as it is, the jobs in the third world countries are more secure than the jobs in the first world countries, because they're already paying them less than what it would cost to replace them with AI. Come on, respawn already. I keep wondering when the first time will be that we'll see a full group in an MMO like this being ran by AI. That's going to be hilarious. And will people be able to tell? You know how costly that would be to run a full group 24 hours a day in an MMO off of AI? That would be insane. Some millionaire will try it just to prove that they can do it. Oh, why did I hit mend? I did not mean to do that. I hit I seen the health of the shaman up there. I was thinking it was mine. And I smacked the mend and I was already at like 100% health. Duh. That was dumb. There's my small cloth shirt +2. What was that? I can't remember the name of the streamer when Diablo 4 came out. I don't remember who it was, but he's richer than rich. And he spent something like $100,000 or $200,000 on Diablo 4. And he still hadn't got all the crap out of it. Auto hotkey. Very sophisticated botting programs even back then. You're right. You're right. But they had those suckers set up to where that if a GM contacted them, they would all log out and stuff. If it was hooked up on AI, the AI could sit there and have a conversation with them. And it's questionable whether the... Ooh, he's actually an enchanter. A warrior enchanter. This time he spawned as a warrior enchanter. But the AI could sit there and have a conversation with the GM and they wouldn't know that it wasn't a real human. That's the crazy part about it. I hope he doesn't mez me. My God, the ads. And no, by the way, I've never used bot programs on MMOs. I don't believe in it. I just know about them because I've read about it. Waiting to do lay of hands at the appropriate time because I'm going to have to. Here comes the crits. Now's the time. Come on, get him before he gets the tepid deeds off. Alright, I interrupted him. Got him. Ashron's called it? No, I did not actually. It's a warrior shield. I remember that shield. Shield of the slain unicorn. No, I remember beta testing Ashron's Call 2 and wasn't impressed with it. I was an EverQuest addict, so I compared every game that I played to EverQuest, and always the same thing would come up. I'd be like, well, that's not like EverQuest, and I'd leave. I remember beta testing Star Wars Galaxies. That was back in the day when the beta test actually was disc meld to you, physically meld to you. I've got them around here somewhere. And I literally was hoping it was going to be EverQuest in space, and it wasn't. And I didn't play it very long, and which is sad because Star Wars Galaxies was actually a very good game. Microsoft was dumb enough to make botting fully legal by terms. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I think I actually what is the other game that's going on right now? God, my brain is bad. There's another one, Monsters and Memories. I played in some of the alpha test on it, and it's a fun game. It really is a good game. I'll end up playing that one as well as this one when it finally comes out. But I remember asking one of the head guys there one time if they had thought about making a server, a special rule server, so it's just one server that allowed you to go in and they give you a programming thing like a scripting engine or whatever, where you could make your own, so to speak, bot from the client, just as an experiment to see how it would work. If everybody had their own thing, they could go in there, so you could set up like personalities and stuff for your characters and see, you know, whether they would create guilds, if they would raid, you know, how effective they would be and stuff. And he actually said that sounded like a really cool idea. And that he might look at doing that sometime in the future. I doubt anything will come of it. But that's completely different from what you're talking about Microsoft saying they could bot on any server. That's crazy. I just wanted to do it for fun. As a programmer, I wanted to have a server where I could go in and program scripts on it just to see what it would do. I thought that would be hilarious. But I definitely wouldn't want that on all of the servers. Not at all. Monster Memories just doesn't vibe. I'd rather have fantasy world names or something. The name didn't bother me. The game was fun. The times that I've played it in their open test was fun. It was very EQ-like. Old school EQ-like. But after playing EverQuest Legends, I'm kind of ruined for the classic EQ style MMO, because this is just so good that I honestly am going to find it hard to even ever play ordinary EverQuest again. So when I tested Monsters and Memories, that was before EverQuest Legends beta ever came out. Was that the King's placeholder? I think it was, but I'm not certain. I didn't see precisely where it came from. It was kind of crazy how Monsters and Memories layout, when you go outside of the big city and then you're in the desert and you go to the next area of the desert and you see the giants there, it's almost uncanny how similar it is to old school EverQuest, Freeport, North Row, Oasis of Mar, and so forth. It's almost like they looked at it and said, let's make EverQuest in a new game. It's almost a little too close, if you ask me. I'm a little surprised that they haven't at least been approached by Daybreak Games, but maybe it's enough difference that there's no legal grounds, or it's too costly for them to do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is their client, their servers. It's not based on EverQuest servers or client at all, but its design, its world design, is very EverQuest. And the classes are very EverQuest. I would say, if anything, it's highly influenced by EverQuest. From what I saw, and I did not get up past level 20 in my test, I was able to solo, but I hear that it is a very group-oriented game. The further I got up in levels, the more beneficial it was for me to be in a group. But I never truly got high enough where I got to the content that required it. It's a fun game. Don't get me wrong, it is a fun game. But I prefer EverQuest Legends' solo ability. I am super looking forward to duoing this game when it comes out with my brother. I want to play with him. And the fact that we can literally do everything, including all the raids together, is going to be phenomenal. Because while I loved raiding in EverQuest, I hated being on a schedule. I really do. I like playing games when I want to play a game. I don't like going, oh, it's so-and-so night. It's almost 7 o'clock. I gotta log in so I can go to the raid. And I hated that. Literally hated that. I want to play whenever I get a whim to play, if that makes sense. And whenever I have a schedule, it literally makes me not want to play. As crazy as that sounds, it makes me not want to play a game when I have to play it on a schedule. Do you think EQ Legends would be expressive enough to give a flavor for all of EQ if you never played that much, or is it all so different? I'm not sure what the question means. Are you saying, is this enough to give a person an idea of what EverQuest is like? I think that's what you're saying. And my answer would be yes, because it is EverQuest. But it's definitely not the same as EverQuest in how you have to group for everything. That part's vastly different. So in a way, yes, in a way, no. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I think this game's going to be super beneficial for you. EverQuest was a great game. It really was a great game. It was well designed from the beginning. And because of its early design is why it's lasted so long, because of everything that was built on top of it. But EverQuest was a 100% group required game, which was great in the beginning, and as it's gone through the years has become horrible, because what it becomes is you must have a group, there's nobody around, or people aren't around when you need them around, or they're around but they're not wanting to do what you need to be doing. And it takes you, hours to accomplish anything anytime that you log in, and everybody needs to be wanting to do the same thing in the same place, have the same goals, which is usually never the case. So what it became was a game where everybody boxes their own group. Which I guess is good for Daybreak Games, because each individual player is paying for multiple accounts. But for the player, it's a pain in the butt. And I hated boxing. I was super bad at boxing. I don't have the the patience and focus to play multiple characters at the same time. I am not good at it. I get stressed out when things start going wrong. Can't get to the right character at the right time to hit the right buttons, and end up dying, getting frustrated, and logging out and being pissed off for the night. That was my experience every time I tried boxing. Some people are fantastic at it. So to me, this is the perfect version of EverQuest, because I can play one character. I can focus on one character. I can log in and get done what I need to get done in the time I have available for my one character. And if somebody wants to come along, that's great. But I don't have to find the person that's playing when I'm playing, wanting to do what I want to do, in the same place where I want to do it, is on the same part of the quest that I'm on, and all that kind of stuff. I can just go do it. So to me, this is the perfect version of EverQuest. And I really look forward to getting to do all of the raid content solo or duo or in a small group. I think that's going to be fantastic. Hey, the priest is up. And some people are going to be like, oh, you're just a wussy, you can't put in the time, you need to go raid, you're playing easy mode EverQuest, and my statement to them is, yeah, well, I've done the hardcore raiding before. I've been there, I got the t-shirt to show for it. I went to 4 of the conventions in Vegas. You know, I've been there, I've done it, I don't need to do it anymore. It was okay. It really wasn't worth it. I'm okay playing easy mode EverQuest. Not going to lose any sleep at night because of that. I can remember, literally, I remember one time I was in the bathtub when I got a freaking text on my phone let me know that somebody was up. I needed to log on. I literally jump out of the tub, get dressed, you know, dry off, get dressed, log into the game, get over to the place to kill him. They've already killed him, and then went back to bed. I mean, you know, I've lived that, the hardcore raider. I don't care to do it anymore. And I literally am not going to give 2 farts about not doing it ever again. It's still number 4. One more time and we'll hit 5 on that. And I remember some of the frustrations on some of the TLPs I played on. So there were moments that literally pushed me away from the game, and I questioned my sanity that I came back on the next TLP sometimes. I remember one time I was camping the monk epic piece in... what is that stupid zone? Cabalist? No, not Cabalist. I can't remember the zone. And he spawned, and I was clearing mobs near him and trying to get my group logged in so that we could take the mob. And this guy came in with his box, killed it right in front of me, and then offered to sell me the piece. And I was literally like, screw this game, I'm done. That was the end of one of the TLPs I was on. I'm not going to miss that at all. Hey, cool. I didn't realize you weren't signed up for beta as it was. Dude thought it was so funny that he took the piece in front of me and then wanted to sell it to me. Let's see here. The price of beta? It should be free. Unless I'm missing something here. But I think you mean the price of the game when it comes out. But I could be wrong. Was a joke? Okay, I got it. I got it. I'm a little slow sometimes. Hey, Brass. Read the text over there. I sold a free beta sign up for you. That should get me like a cookie or something in game. By the way, Brass is super cool. The community manager here. She was community manager for EverQuest for a long time. Met her out at the one of the conventions. Actually saw her out there a couple times. Really cool person. One of the main reasons that I put so much into EverQuest Legends, because knowing that she was here. Knowing she is here is a big, big plus. Hey, thanks for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, knowing she's here tells me that they have good people. man, it's going on 11 o'clock. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. But I need to submit. But it is Friday tomorrow, so thank God. And my boss won't be there tomorrow. He's got something he has to go do. So tomorrow should at least be a decent day. We'll still work our butts off. Me and my team, we got shit we need to get done. So it's not like we're not going to work just because the boss isn't there. But at least I don't have somebody staring over my back asking me if I've coded anything lately. I'll go for you. How hard can it be? What is it like JavaScript? What is it like JavaScript? I'm so lost with that question. Oh, you'll go. How hard can it be? What is? Oh, I see what you. Oh my God, my brain's so bad. Actually, I do full stack Microsoft full stack.net programming. So it's everything. Well, actually, we use React in the front end on some of our solutions, but usually it's MVC on the front end. But then it's all full stack.net all the way to the back end with SQL Server, APIs, and all that kind of fun stuff. We do the real deal Holyfield stuff, folks. We ain't no Linux shop. Rewrite it in Rust. I think my boss would have an issue with that. Yeah, most of my career I've been Microsoft full stack. Don't know why. Just is what it is. I got one AA, but nothing to spend it on. Unmaintainable, but it would be memory safe mostly. Mostly. I got a feeling our security team would not be happy with that statement. As it is, it took an act of God to get them to let us have AI. I don't think they were too happy about that. You know, security guys, they like for everything to be locked down. Oh man, I remember back in the day, so long ago, I was an IT manager at this little company, and they were asking me how secure the server was. It was the web server, and I told them, well, you know, there's certain levels of security. You have to choose what you're comfortable in accepting as secure or not. I said, I can make it ultimately secure by unplugging it, putting it in a safe, locking the safe, and nobody can get to it. But still, somebody will find out a way to hack it. But we can probably come up with another way that's a little less invasive on your users being able to use it, but still somewhat safe. There's levels of security, levels of feel good. It's called a wall. Yeah. It's levels of acceptable risk is what it really boils down to. Because nothing's truly secure. Even if you took the server and put it in a safe and locked it away, somebody could find a way to get into it. They would use social hacking to get into it. They would be somebody that had to do maintenance on the safe or something, and they would eventually get in there. There's always some way that they can get into your shit, so you have to have acceptable levels of risk. And security guys don't like that. I remember at this one company, they did not like the fact that I knew what the the passwords were. This was back before secrets and stuff. And I'm like, well, the code has to access the database. It needs this information. They're like, oh, we can't have you knowing it. I was like, okay, here's what we can do. I'll write you an app where you go to it, you put in the password, it will encrypt the password in the database, or in this file, I should say. And then at runtime, it'll pull that up and decrypt it so it'll have the password to use it to connect to the database, and it'll work. And they're like, okay, that'll work. Now, the thing they didn't understand is I wrote the freaking program that they used to go in there to put the thing in that encrypts it. Guess what that means? It means I can get to the password. They were okay with that. Acceptable levels of risk. Like I said, that was back before secrets and stuff. The industry has come a long way. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. Hell, I've just loved the fact that the new UI 1 or whatever they call it on Android finally has been updated to where that they put in the call screening that the Google phones have had forever, but all the other Androids weren't allowed to have it. They finally made that available, and it's making its way to the various carriers with like the newer Samsung phones and stuff. I'm so glad we finally have that, because I cannot tell you how many times I have been called and asked whether I have Medicare Part A or Part B by some guy named Charles, John, or Mark that sounds like Rashid or something like that. It was 10 to 20 times per day, every day, 365 days a year. Since they finally got the AI call screening built into the Samsung phones, I haven't had a single one. Oops, wrong button. I almost went from Samsung to a Google phone because it was getting so bad. Almost. I'm wondering what all of the Medicare scammers are doing now that we got the call screening AI. Did they have to get a new job? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. If I was having a bad day and I'd get one of those stupid calls and it was asking me all the stuff, hey, the king's up finally, I would be like, heck yeah. Yeah, I'm 70-something years old. Oh, heck yeah, get me to a person. And I get on there just so that I could scream at them. You had somebody take your frustration out on the day. And they would tell me, I know where you live. And I'd be like, well, come on over. We'll have a talk. I'm more than willing to talk with you. Come on over. My God, will you be here in a couple hours? When can I expect to see you? No sword. Again, no flippin' sword. But we got the bracer. I'm starting to think the sword is a lie, just like the pie. Still get a few random voicemails from Amazon telling me my order of iPhone 15 for standards is suspicious. I need to press 1 immediately to verify it. Right. Yep. Let's see, we're at 3 of 16. This isn't going to do much, I bet. And went up to 7 of 16. That's not bad. If I was in a good mood, I'd just sit and chat with them for a while. Just waste their time. Ask them how their day was going. So I think it's because my number is provisioned under 9X, since I got it when I was super young and kept it, so it doesn't come up on carrier filtered phone number list. I have no idea. I've had mine forever. I do know that a lot of the email crap that you get, if you click on the unsubscribe, you're just telling them that you are a valid email address and you're not getting unsubscribed. You're going to get hundreds more spam emails. Hell, I had a legit one the other day that its unsubscribe wasn't working. It was NBA because I had bought a shirt for my girlfriend. They're big into basketball over in the Philippines, so I'd bought her a shirt the first time I went over there, and ever since then I get my daily spam from the NBA. And so the other day I was like, I'm a little tired of getting these emails all the time, so I did their unsubscribe. Within an hour I got another one from them. So I went and did the unsubscribe. Within an hour I got another one. I was like, all right, you earned this. So I went in there and marked it as spam. Now they all just go to the spam folder. And I know that that's not a phishing spam account. It's just they didn't set up their marketing email to actually give a damn about their unsubscribe list. You'd be surprised how many companies have an unsubscribe, collect the information in a database, and don't do anything with it. And when you run into those, just mark it as spam. Let your email program deal with it. Champion. See if we get another pain bringer. You notice how, since I've gotten a little higher level against these mobs, I literally am not having to hit the heal ever. I'm just using mend and lay on hands. I'm gonna have to end up doing lay on hands on this one. Let me get both of them hitting the front of me. What is our current one? It's a +2. So that just went to +3. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I was hoping I'd get the flipping sword, but I didn't get the sword. Starting to think it doesn't drop. But at least I've had fun sitting here chatting with all of you. Thinking I'm going to read. I've been reading a series of books called, what's that called? Ellie Jordan, what's her last name? It's a Ghost Trapper. I can't remember her name though. Ellie something. Ghost Trapper. It's a good series. which I'm thinking about getting the Kindle Scribe. Thinking if it comes down, if they put it on sale or it comes down in price. Hey, the priest is back up again. Because that's one of the things is a lot of stuff are super cheaper in the Philippines, but when it comes to technology it can actually be more expensive in the Philippines. So before I make the move to the Philippines, I'll probably replace a lot of my electronics before going over there. So I'm thinking about getting a Kindle Scribe. Oh, well, hello there. Reading, vaguely recall that from somewhere. Alright. Let's see here. Yep, this is going to upgrade it. Boom, we're at +5 now. I feel so much more powerful. So much more powerful. I can kill anything now that I'm +5. Oh, he spawned right there after I left that room. While you're waiting on EverQuest Legends to come out, I will say that my other MMORPG that I love playing is Lord of the Rings Online. You can head over to lotro.com, that's lotro.com. Create an account and download the game for free. No, I'm not getting paid to say this. I just tell everybody this because it is my favorite MMORPG of all time. Yeah, you can play the game completely for free. Unlike a lot of free-to-play games, it's actually a good model. And you can actually earn their currency, Lotro points, by playing the game. You do deeds in the game while you're playing for free to get the Lotro points, and you can collect up the Lotro points to buy expansions and other things in the game. So you literally can play the game for free. And it's extremely story-based because it's Lord of the Rings, and it's really good. It really is. For anybody that's looking for a other MMORPG, like you got your main and then you got your other that you play here and there, you know, all the time. Lord of the Rings on, you cannot, I'm sorry, you can do a lot worse than playing Lord of the Rings Online. You really can. It's such a great game. I've played the crap out of that game over, well, since 2018, since the pandemic. That's what I got into it right before the pandemic, and I have played the crap out of that game. You can go on YouTube, youtube.com/Ferone1, my channel on YouTube. You can check all of my old Lord of the Rings Online content. I've got crap tons on there of content that you can watch. Probably hundreds of videos at this point, because I've been playing it literally since like 2017 or 2018, one of the two. Their game is also published. Lord of the Rings Online is published by Daybreak Games as well, but the development company is Standing Stone Games. Their community manager is Cordovan. If you ever see him, tell him that Ferone the Gnome sent you over there. He ain't gonna give me shit, but still, tell him that I sent you over there, just because I want him to know. I want him to know, damn it. I've never signed up to be part of their community thing. They have a, you know, community streamer or whatever official thing. I never signed up for it, and I never signed up for any of them, with a caveat I'll get to here in a second, because I'm one of those kind of people that like to completely control my content. I don't like anybody ever having any ability to tell me I can't do something on my content. Now, that being said, the other day I did apply for the community, whatever it's called, thing here for EverQuest Legends. Haven't been accepted, and I don't know if I will get accepted, but I did apply, and it was literally because of the fact that Brass is their community manager. I will sign up for that and be less worried about it because she's the community manager. But I have never have signed up for any other games community thingy, whatever they call it, because I'm a control freak. I like controlling my fate. I played Lotro back when it was bought by Turbine, if I am not mistaken, like DDO. That is correct. Standing Stone Games is the developer for both DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online, and Lord of the Rings Online. They are the ones that took over for Turbine, I believe was the case. I was not around for Turbine, so I don't know all the history, but I do know that Standing Stone Games has been the developer for both of those games for many, many years now. It's a small development company, and they're really good. They do a great job, honestly. Just like Brass, Cordovan's a really good guy, good community manager. It's funny, too, because he does streams. I think he's getting out of the streaming. I'm not positive. I think he was getting out of the streaming here soon, or not doing as much anymore. But I always have given him trouble because he literally, if you ever see any of his streams, Cordovan looks identical to the lead singer of oh god, now I can't remember the name. I would draw a blank right now, wouldn't I? I can't think of it now. It literally went blank. It's a famous band, but I swear to God, he looks exactly like the singer. I give him trouble about that every so often on his streams. Gosh darn it, what is the name of that band? It's a very popular band. I can't think of it. Sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. I hate when you try to think of something and you literally cannot think of it no matter how hard you try. It drives me batty when that happens to me. Ah, no champion this time. Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters. I thought of it. He looks like the lead singer of Foo Fighters. Yep. Looks just like him in the streams. I think we'll give the king one more spawn cycle. I never dealt with Turbine, so I have no idea. I don't know yet, Xerxes. Sorry if I'm getting your name pronounced incorrectly. Knark is not out yet. I have heard that it will be out. I don't know the exact date when it will come out. But it is not out, which means we have no epics yet. I am very much looking forward to finding out, because it would be cool if I could have both Monk Epic and Paladin Epic at the exact same time. The Wizard Epic wouldn't be that impressive, but the other two, that would be so cool. I mean, if you were to take, let's say you were a Paladin Shadow Knight Ranger. So you're dual wielding, right? Would you be able to put the Paladin Epic in one hand and your Shadow Knight Epic in the other hand? Because that would be freaking awesome. I doubt it, but that would be freaking awesome. How'd you play Lotro but never deal with Turbine? Because I didn't come around till 2018. Right. that is the rumor I've heard as well. Kagashi is December, but I don't know it for fact, and I'm not going to, you know, state something that ends up being incorrect. But that is the rumor I've heard as well. I am really looking forward to Knark. Velius to some extent. Really looking forward to Shadows of Lucklin and Plains of Power. I'm so looking forward to Plains of Power. I can't even tell you how much I'm looking forward to Plains of Power, just because I know that whenever they get there, if they get there, because I don't know the path that they're going to take on their stuff, that it will mean that I can finally solo all the raid content in Plains of Power and you know, do that full content progression on my timeline, and that is going to be so much fun. No, what I've heard, and take this with a grain of salt, is that is definitely this year. I've heard rumors of dates, but I'm not going to state it because I do not know for a fact. If anything, I would say go check their Discord to see if they've made any official statements. I have not kept up with their official Discord. I'm on a different Discord, but I have not kept up with their official Discord to know if they've made any statements on there or not of when it's coming out. But I would almost guarantee it's coming out this year. And probably not as far off as you think. But that's just hearsay. Hey, the king's up again. I will say that the game has gone through a lot of change, and the company has done such a good job on this game. They have really put a lot of work into it. I know now they have the they call it the Natch Potes or whatever. It's patch notes available on their official Discord that you can look at, and you can see just all the changes they're making. It isn't small changes, doing huge bug fixes all the time and changes to everything. They have really put their heart into this game. It's incredible how much work they've put into it. I know before they made the patch notes available to all of you, y'all really couldn't see what they were doing. Now that they've made that available, you can see on a daily basis how much they're actually doing, and it's pretty impressive. Alright, we got our bracer yet again. Where is it saying at? 7 of 16. We're at 11 of 16. The next time we get it, I think will get us to 5. It may take 2 more. I'm not sure on that. Let's see if the priest spawns before we call it a night. Hoping there is some more details dropped tomorrow on the live stream. I hope so too. I mean, I'm looking forward to this coming out officially and myself, because I want to play the game with my brother and he doesn't have a beta account. That should tell you something. I don't have special. I don't get anything special, because if I did, my brother would be in the beta with me already. He's in the same boat all of y'all are, waiting for his email. that, and I can't wait for the game officially to come out and I can start working towards my, always character, not just my beta testing character, you know what I'm saying? The one that's going to be my character for the end of time. Get to choose my server and everything. So far from what I've beta tested, I do think that I will do the same thing again where I go Paladin, Monk, something. Paladin, Monk, Wizard, Paladin, Monk, Enchanter, something. I will probably do the Paladin, Monk thing again. My Steam library keeps growing with silly, cheap games while I impatiently wait. My brother's the same way. He's been playing these crazy games. Like he had some gas station game that he was playing where he was playing as an alien. It was weird. And he's played all these different games, like video movie rental store game. He did one where he was running some, what is it, like Warhammer kind of game store where you go in and you buy the models and you paint them. He did that one for a long time. I was trying to think of what his recent one was. What was that game? My brain cannot think of it. It was another store simulator. I can't remember which one it was. It looked interesting. Oh, I remember that one. He goes around and he does these auctions to buy these storage units, and then gets the items out of it and evaluates them and updates them, cleans them up, puts them in his pawn shop to sell. It's some simulator for auction, storage auction war stuff, whatever you want to call it. He plays the craziest games. I keep telling him he should stream his games. I think people would watch them. Retail simulator, grocery store simulator, trading card simulator. Yeah, that sounds like his stuff. It does. It's not my thing. I'm not into those simulators, but he loves them. I like watching other people play those kinds of games, honestly. But it's just not for me. I wonder how long before we get one that's an MMORPG player simulator. So a simulator of somebody who plays an MMORPG. I guarantee you somebody's going to make that if it hasn't been made already. You'll have your character on there losing his job because he's staying up too late playing an MMORPG or something. Single player MMO simulator game. Well, there you go. There you go. It exists apparently. Just need the priest to spawn and then we'll call it a night. Oh, somebody spawned. It's not the priest, but it's not his placeholder either. I'll tell you an MMO that I had fun with for a while. To this day, I'll say I got my money's worth out of the game, and that was New World. A lot of people did not like that game, but I bought it when it was on sale after it just came out. And, I didn't spend a lot of money on it. I played it up to the 40s. I think the highest was like 50 or something like that. And played it, enjoyed it, and was done. Uninstalled it. And to this day, I say I got my money's worth. I got what I paid for out of the game. That one's being sunsetted. If it hasn't already, it's being sunsetted. Amazon Games is shutting it down. It was supposed to be this year, but I don't know when they're actually going to sunset it. Which I thought was a shame, because, it was a box purchase with no subscription. And my theory was, I was going to treat it like a game where that every time an expansion came out for it, I would buy the expansion, play through the expansion, and then, not play it again until another expansion came out. That's how I was going to treat the game. And since they're shutting it down, it's like, okay, well, the game I bought is completely worthless now because you can't play it offline. That, by the way, the last mob we fought was the placeholder for the priest. So we're going to be calling it here. If you haven't already, smash the subscribe button over on YouTube. Hit the follow button on Twitch. Or if you just really feel frisky, hit the subscribe button on Twitch. I know it is in the past, I think it still happens this way, that every single month you get one free subscription on Twitch to anybody you want to use it on if you are an Amazon Prime member. So if you want to use it on me, I'm not going to tell you not to. Alright, after we kill this mob, we are going to log out and call it a night. I've had a blast hanging out with each and every one of you. We've had so many fun conversations. We made it to about 2/3 of the way through level 47. So we just got 2 1/3 levels to go, and this sucker will be 50. I'd say we're doing good. Yep. Yeah, because he didn't give us much, so yeah, we're still at 70% of this level. Alrighty, folks. That's going to do it for tonight. I hope you all had fun. I had fun. That guy's going to come fight me, isn't he? He's going to come fight me. No, he decided he didn't want to. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night, morning, day, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is From the Gnome. I've had a great time hanging out with all of y'all, and I hope to see y'all again next time that I'm on. Until then, I'll talk to y'all later. I messed up my whole exit thing because I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional. I just